Hello and welcome to the third series of my video for cryptocurrency, Techfanaticofficial. This video, I'm going to talk about a very exciting project called Cirus Foundation. Basically, Cirus Foundation is a project that focuses on monetization of data. So they give you a tool and a platform where you could use to monetize data. Now, how it's going to work is you can choose to monetize what data you want to use, what data you want to keep private. I'm big in cybersecurity, so that's very important, what data you can choose to share. And you can use that to make revenue from that data and re-enter the ecosystem using that Cirus token. And you can enhance your income by providing better data. So improving the data collection and giving more insight. And when you give better insight, you get better revenue. And this is through their Wi-Fi router, the device that they have. It basically makes it easy for you to turn revenue into fiat or into other cryptocurrency. Now, they have two components. Cirus platform, so it's a platform that's soon to go live and you turn your data into cryptocurrency. It makes it easy to convert data into DeFi products, or if you want to convert it to fiat, which means dollar or cash. And the Cirus device, which is a Wi-Fi router, they collect the authorized data from the user, and that's the data that will be used to provide highly valued data assets for monetization. Here you can see how they compare old and new data ecosystem. So in the Cirus model, you're actively creating and sharing that data, and Cirus Marketplace validates real-time data and provides that to the purchaser or engager. So better quality and means more revenue for you and better outcome for the projects. With the passive one, usually the data is not always accurate. Sometimes it's messy. They need to clean it up. They need to convert it into more usable data. If you're in data analytics, you know what I'm talking about. And sometimes they need to conduct market research to validate those data. And for that reason, they give you less money, because they need to do the hard work themselves. Now, in terms of how it's going to work, they have a device. So you have the Cirus device. The data is converted into data NFT in your NFT wallet. And if you allow the authorized the data to be shared, that data NFT also goes to the data market, and you receive money for that value credit. That value credit in the platform is going to be converted into cryptocurrencies, which is the Cirus token, into your wallet, and into your wallet in the platform to be used as fiat or converted into fiat or into DeFi. You can also use it for authentication. So you need around 25 tokens or 25 US dollars, depending on the price, to activate and validate the device. You can bridge the data, and also it can be used for remittance purposes. Now, the other part is revenue stream, and also what comparatively they have. So what other projects they have to be compared with, basically. Cirus, Helium, Brave, and Ocean Protocol. Brave, most people in blockchain should know. It's an internet browser. It's usually focused on blocking privacy and ads for the users. It's a direct to consumer. You just install Brave browser and you're good to go. But the focus is not selling your data. It's more understanding what browsing techniques you use, what websites you browse, and also blocking some of those websites for your privacy. Ocean Protocol is more on big data and AI, so it's a bit different from this concept. Helium is a hardware device for IoT, allowing users to earn for providing a service. So this is more of a sharing access to the internet or service provider. It's a direct to consumer. So focus is not earning from your information or data. Data monetization is more providing a service. So it could work with Cirus together. Whereas Cirus is a platform giving you ownership of data and using some of those data that you're interested to monetize to help the digital economy and, making some income. Now, also, it's interesting to point out how the strategy is going to be for their platform. So this is an image of one of the router devices they're going to use. So with the router devices, they're going to have, I think they're already having 4,000 of those. and they're gonna go through, that was for the MVP and understanding how it works. But once they go to the mass adoption and mass rollout, they're gonna sign contract with internet service providers and provide that to the households under the contract with the ISP. Let's say, I don't know, in Australia, we have Australia Broadband, Telstra, in other country, maybe AT&T, and you get that as a bundle if you sign up for it. Direct to consumer is when you actually purchase the device. And if you already have used the platform before they get to this stage and follow their staking rewards or liquidity rewards, you can get maybe this for free, because you probably make enough money for that if you already hold the coins. So where they are at right now is they've done the launch. They're now doing the staking, early access, and then the platform launch. And around end of the year to beginning of next year, it's going to be to the commercial device rollout and device readiness. Now, we already discussed the token utility a bit, but let's deep dive into it and talk more about the token utility. This is also good picture to see on the website. So ad generation, lead generation for ad technology, marketing tech, and also the blockchain. You can use it for yield farming and supporting the network. Now, going to have a look at the token, they have multiple functionalities. Remittance, so that's where you flow the money in the network. It can be used to get paid basically as data monetization. The 25 token for authentication, converting that money and paying the fees using the token to fiat, and also network rewards, staking, delegation, liquidity provision, and other things. Now, in terms of the team behind this project, before going to the token economics, I would like to cover the team. They recently brought Gil Amelio, who is actually someone who used to work as CEO of Apple and worked in AT&T, in semiconductors as well. So he's quite a famous figure, big figure in the industry. And they've also brought people, or have people, who are famous in the telecom industry. So Samartha is a known figure in the telecommunication industry. And if you see here, he has extensive experience in data analytics, in Kyocera and Mindtree and Videocon Group. So that's pretty impressive. Daniel himself, who is the co-founder, has a lot of experience in tech and emerging technology. Michael has founded startups, and he has done a lot of things, actually. Very, very interesting person. Alex is from Swissborg, advisor to Swissborg and other companies that are focused on staking and making a passive income, as well as people in blockchain venture capitalists. So he's a very good partner to have for the future of Cirus. And they have head of operations from IBM and the global business development. Also, he's quite a known figure in Asia and Pacific. So they have a very big, well-known team, especially, as I said, Gil Amelio being from Apple. That was a big news, actually. They also have chosen good backers and partners: Polygon Network, MantraDAO, Unizen, good VCs like Cosmos. There are some smaller Australian ones as well. Shout out to Kangaroo Capital for that. Zendit, Techfanatic Network, which is liquidity provider and exchange on Polygon. Scaleswap, they launched on Scaleswap as well as Zendit, and Scaleswap is now one of the best launch pads and the fairest launch pad you can find on the Polygon network, because they use ScaleScore. I'm gonna cover a video for them, actually, in the upcoming videos. In terms of tokenomics now, they got 250 million tokens. They're going to be distributed in Ethereum and Polygon network. They sold around 15% of the tokens. And I know the prices, they don't have it here. So the ideal price was, or initial public sale was 13 cents, which I got in as well. And then the round one price for private sale was 9 cents and vested over 6 months. Round two was 15 cents, which is interesting. It's actually higher than the public sale and vested over 12 months. But probably people wanted to buy more tokens. So that sort of makes sense. In terms of token distribution, 24% of the tokens will be distributed in the first 12 months. Majority of them is from the token sales, some liquidity, partnership grants, and ecosystem. And then second, third, fourth year onwards, it's going to be more team advisors as well. What I like about it is 50% is dedicated for network mining, infrastructure rewards, basically for ecosystem development. Now, jumping into the social media, they have around 45,000 followers on Twitter and 30,000 on Telegram. So every day there is a good news coming. Listing on KuCoin, Gil Amelio joining them, DeFi network for liquidity on Polygon, airdrop. So they're really active. I really like that about them. In terms of pricing, they have a comparable project called Helium. So Helium is a market cap of $2 billion right now, $21 for the project tokens. And this is Helium before I jump into Cirus. So Helium right now went up from 12 cents to $23 in 1 year and a half. So imagine how much growth that is. Having that in mind, we go and check Cirus. And remember, today, this video is around Wednesday timeframe. Wednesday, Thursday is usually the time the market is going a bit down. So Cirus is now 93 cents. Launch price was 13 cents. It has gone up all the way to $1.16, all-time high. So 8x basically from the launch. And the launch market cap was $500,000. So 8.5, let's say 4 million plus maybe some release tokens in the first week or so. So you could say the market cap right now is around 5 million US dollars. 5 million US dollars, compare that to Helium, which is sitting around 2 billion. That's a lot of potential, but I'm not going to say they're going to reach exactly $2 billion. Some people compare it directly and they're going to say, oh, if definitely it's going to reach there. I'll be more realistic and say, let's aim for, even 10% of that. So if in 1 year time, it reaches 10% of that, that's already going from 5 million right now to 200 million. But there will be some diluted valuation as well. But I'm expecting like a 20x basically from here onwards for this project in a year time frame. I say year time frame because some people comment in my previous video, oh, why Spore Network price went down? What's going on? And I put in the video that end of the month, the price is going to go down probably because first of all, cryptocurrencies this month experienced a lot of growth again. And Spore Network has release schedule at the end of the month. Now, coming back to this project with the Cirus, they launched on the 17th of August. So if we say the release schedule sits in the middle of the month, you would need to be conscious of buying the token around the middle of the month. And I encourage maybe checking that, and I need to confirm that, but checking that and maybe opt to buy the token towards the end of the month, like maybe in a few days from now, it's actually a good time to buy, and beginning of the month. So if people are getting the release tokens, you don't buy them at a high price, basically. Again, if you're holding for long term, that's not a big problem for you anyway. I think this is going to be a very good project, and it was a bit more technical topic to cover, but this is what was requested. And I just want to show you that I listened to the suggestions that you make. I will do more videos based on the suggestions I get. I'm interested to see what feedback you have to improve the channel. I received a lot of comments in the previous videos, and this is what gives me the energy and motivation to continue. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, put some comments in the description, and make sure you suggest some projects as well so I can research them. But remember, I don't advertise a project that I'm not invested in. So that means I really need to follow that project. I need to like that project, have some money in it, because I don't want to recommend something to people just because maybe a project is paying me to do it. Hopefully that brings trust to you as well. So this is the end of my video. And I wanted to thank you for watching it to the end. And I hope to see you in the next video in the cryptocurrency series. Thank you and goodbye.